Hey Judy, this is Luke. So a quick crash course on Classroom. There are some resources for this. So if you open up your Chrome browser and head to this web address right here, bit.ly/St. Stan's Gafe, there will be a tab for you on Classroom, and this will walk you through kind of exactly how Classroom works. So the first thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you are signed in to Google with your ststanscc.org account and enter your password. And then you're going to head over to classroom.google.com. So you'll type that right up here in the URL address bar. Right? So classroom.google.com, just like you see right here. And what will happen for the first time is it's going to ask you, if you haven't set one up before, to indicate whether you're a student or a teacher. You'll say that you're a teacher. And then once you get in, you're going to locate this plus symbol right up here in the top right hand corner. Okay? And when you do that, right, you'll open up Classroom, you'll hit the plus symbol, and you'll want to create a class, right? And from here, you'll want to name it, whatever you decide you need to name it, and you'll hit create. And for the most part, you will be ready to go once this class loads. You can theme it over here. You see that Judee's class. Where I am the teacher of that class, has a fun map background. If you don't like that background, you can change your theme right over here. Maybe jelly beans is more your style. You can choose that option here. And then your classroom will take on that look. Okay, so the next thing for this to be effective is you need to add students. Right, so you would have students either do what you just did to get to this point, right? And instead of clicking this symbol and creating a class, you would have them join a class. You see here that it's asking them for a code. Your code comes from your class. So after walking the kids through getting to Google Classroom and clicking the plus symbol again to join a class, you're going to provide them with the class code from your room. Right? In this case, it's HJRG53P. When you ultimately create your own class, it will have a unique code here in the lower left-hand corner that you will share with the kids. By them adding your class in that capacity, they will then be members of that class. Okay? The other option you have of adding students is to open your class, click on students, and then invite. From here, you'll be able to type in names. So let's say you have a student with the last name Jones. You can simply type in Jones and a list of those students will pop up. You can click the checkbox next to their name and then invite, and it will invite that student to be in your class. Okay? But if I'm reading correctly in your email, the intent is that you would like to push a template to students to be able to manipulate their reading log, right? So here, what you're going to want to have first is some kind of template. So in your case, what I would do is I would go into my Google Drive. You can go to drive.google.com, and that will open up a drive, and you can do a new doc. And if I'm remembering correctly, you were having it to be some type of reading log or response. I'm just going to title it that, and then I'm going to design some type of template or question that I want students to utilize here within the classroom. And you'll see here that this all saves automatically. Okay? But ultimately what I'm going to do now is through Classroom, and what we call the stream, I'm going to find this green plus symbol. It's green now, but it'll be plus symbol in whatever color depending on what theme you choose. And I'm going to create an assignment. I'm going to call this reading log, or whatever you decided the task was going to be. I can set a due date here. Alright, so maybe I want this due next Tuesday. I'm going to save that, and then here's the key piece is I'm going to attach my template that I made in Google. So you see that my drive will come up. Here is my tab for my reading log. I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to add it. And the critical button is this piece right here. What do I want kids to do with this template? I don't want them simply to view it. What I want to do is make a copy for every student. Once I do that, I'm going to hit assign. And again, as soon as this page loads, you will see here that I have pushed out a student. This says 0 not done and 0 done. This will reflect the number of students in your class. So any students that either accept your invitation or add your class will have access to this reading log template that you've created within Google Docs, and then those students will be able to edit their copy of your doc. When I'm done, right, I can close this tab, and your students will have a blue turn-in button here on the classroom page, and they can resubmit that to you. So again, Judee, check this video out as many times as you need to. Pause me, rewind me, check it out again. And if you're still having questions, please feel free to email me. And again, I'm sorry I'm going to be out of the office tomorrow, but I am happy to help. So again, shoot me any questions that you may have following checking this out.